The best build for the best support in Honkai Star Rail. Yes, that's right, guys. Today we're talking about the best build for Robin. The literal blueprint for the big bubonious queen herself, Yao from Zenless Zone Zero. If you think I'm lying about this, guys, it is literally, I think, copy and pasted what they would do with Robin and put it in Zenless Zone Zero. But we're not talking about Zenless Zone Zero. We're talking about the OG. The better version, truthfully and honestly. And maybe at this point in the game, Tectone finally has his cock out of her mouth so she can finally sing to the masses and give us the true buff she's truly meant to do for everyone in the game, right, guys? So to quickly break down how Robin works, guys, she does 7 main things. Number 1, guys, she advances the action forward of your whole team from her ultimate move. Number 2, she gives you a huge attack buff. Number 3, she gives you a very good crit damage buff as well. Number 4, she's going to be giving you damage percent bonus to every single one of your allies. Number 5, she'll be doing off-field damage, or basically dealing damage to the enemy whenever your allies attack, and then she'll be getting energy from that as well. And number 6 and 7, what were those again? Oh, yeah, those bad boys right there. Yeah, how can I forget? She works off the team, obviously, right? Or she's a very big team player and works in tandem with the rest of the team. So let's go ahead and talk about her best in slot teammates now. And her best in slot team in the game right now is going to be a team with Fei Xiao. Now on this Fei Xiao team is going to be a Topaz and also an Adventurine as well. What do all of these do very well? They all attack the enemy super well. They do a lot of follow-up attacks. You have a lot of follow-up attacks coming in from Topaz Newbie. Like, literally everyone's doing a lot of follow-up attacks, right? On top of this though, guys, you're getting huge buffs for your Fei Xiao to do massive amounts of damage on the enemy as well. And overall, this is just her best in slot team. So I don't really want to touch on this team too much because I feel like a lot of people probably don't have Fei Xiao if you didn't pull her last part, or maybe you don't have Topaz on the team. So we can talk about other alternatives here. You can run Moze on the team here, obviously, to replace your Topaz, especially if you have him E6. That'll be helping her out a lot as well because it'll be giving you extra follow-up damage on the enemy. He's like a pseudo Topaz at E6. But alternatively to that, you could run a Hunt March 7th as well. They also play very much in tandem with each other as well. So these are some great options you could run for these dual DPS teams, which she really fits into quite nicely. Throw her on a DOT team, guys. She's going to be giving the whole team an attack buff, first of all, so this helps your DOT. She gives you damage increase, which helps DOTs. So Kafka Black Swan is also a very, very good option here, with the assist of someone like a Hua Hua to help give extra energy to her, because you're not attacking as frequently, but Kafka does have follow-up attack, so that does help her with gaining some extra energy back there. Also, you can run her on the Herta team as well, so a team with the Herta, Robin, and an Adventurine, Hua Hua, Lingsha, whatever you want to run there as the same character. She also works well here too. These buffs she's giving is just super universal, just about every damage needs, like I said, except for super break damage. So you can literally throw her into any team here and her work. Now, alternatively to that, guys, you can run her in hyper carry teams too. Now, these teams are a little bit smaller because she does give very team-wide buffs, so I do feel like you get more value out of her by running her on dual DPS teams because she does give damage to the whole team versus just one character. But you can run her on a team with like Sunday and Jing Yuan. Sunday and Agalea can also work here as well. There's a couple options you can utilize her in here too. So overall, all in all, guys, you can really throw her in any team except for a break team. She's going to work as a great support for your account, and I honestly don't see any problem with throwing her in just about any team you have. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and now talk about her best in slot light cone. Starting off with her best in slot, which is obviously her signature light cone, because this will be giving her increased energy regeneration rate, but on top of this, guys, it'll be giving her increased attack as well, and increasing the amount of damage your allies are going to be dealing by 24% too. So this gives an extra attack boost to herself, because you do want to be hitting a certain attack threshold to make her pop off with the most damage possible. Extra energy regen, so you make sure she's getting her ult back up that much quicker, so you're able to pop it off that much quicker. And then finally, just increasing your allies' damage that much more. Now, her second best in slot option is actually another 5-star light cone. That's going to be But the Battle Isn't Over, the Bronya light cone. So if you had the Bronya light cone in your account, maybe you pulled it, maybe you lost a 50-50 on the standard banner up. I have yet to get this, so I don't have this. I can't use this. But overall, guys, this can help a lot because this does provide you some extra energy regen, which is just super, super nice. She does need the energy regen quite a bit, and will also be giving you an extra skill point back whenever you launch the ultimate move. You'll be having 3 characters move in succession after you launch your ultimate move, so this will also alleviate some of the SP efficiency issues you might have potentially with the current team that you're using. So this is yet another good light cone for her. And then the final most free-to-play option you can run on her is actually an event light cone, guys. It's going to be called For Tomorrow's Journey. What this is going to be doing is increasing her attack by 32%, and then also increasing the damage they deal by 30% for 1 turn. So you're literally going to be in the ultimate move the whole time you have this. So her little attack she's doing on the enemy is going to be having increased damage, and then on top of this, you're helping reach your attack threshold that much quicker as well. And just as an FYI, guys, this light cone is available in the Herta shop right now, so you can get this for absolutely free. This is, like I said, her best on slot free play option. This is the light cone option that I use on her. That's really all I have to mention on the light cones. Now let's go ahead and talk about the moment you've probably been waiting for, and that is going to be her best in slot relics you can run on her, guys, because we've got a couple new relics in the game that kind of work on her, so you have more options to run her now, which is absolutely amazing in my book. But before we hop into that, make sure you hit the subscribe subscribe button now. Maybe you've watched this point in the video, or maybe you just got scammed. If you got scammed, then I'm sorry. Subscribe to the channel, please. You got scammed, buddy. Come on. It's literally the least you could do for me, guys, okay? It's literally the least. Or maybe you watched at this point in the video, and in that case, you should also subscribe, because why would you watch at this point in the video if you didn't like the content already? I don't know. Maybe you're hate watching. Fuck you if you are. Anyways, guys, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. If we hit 10K, guys, big, huge, massive giveaway. Maybe we go for a character like Cone, maybe some more than that as well. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button now, and let's go ahead and talk about her best in slot relic options. Starting off with her best in slot 4-piece option. There is none. I just want to point that out. There's no best in slot 4-piece option for her, guys. The literal best build you can run on her is a 2-piece, and that 2-piece is either going to consist of a 2-piece attack, or a 2-piece attack, 2-piece speed. As long as you're reaching her threshold of around 4,000 attack is what I recommend, then you can run a 2-piece speed here and her be absolutely fine, but either run a 2-piece attack, or a 2-piece attack, 2-piece speed. Now, how do you reach this threshold? What relics can you use to reach this threshold, right? Like I mentioned before, we do have new relic sets in the game since her release, like a 2-piece ordeal will be giving you an increased speed bonus, but we also have the new hero set as well, which is going to be giving you an increased attack. So just run a combination of these relics you see here on screen right now, and you'll be having a great day with her. But that's going to be for her normal sets. Let's go ahead now and talk about her best in slot planar sets, because people do recommend different in slot planar sets here. Personally, my favorite best in slot for her is going to be the 2-piece Lushaka. Now, the reason why I like this planar set the best is because, first of all, it gives her energy regen. She loves energy regen, and I really think you should be giving her as much of this as possible. But really, what this is also going to be doing is giving you an additional attack buff as well. I know she gives a lot of attack buff for the team already, but I do like the fact that this attack buff will affect anyone, whoever is in that first slot in the team, right? So you're giving an inherent 5% attack buff, whether that be dual DPS or a single DPS hyper carry team. You're giving that first character on a team an attack buff, which is just super nice. Now, if you're running around a team with an extra physical DPS, which we really don't have too many good ones of those unless you're running Boot Hill, right? Then you could run a 2-piece Pentacone here as well. I mean, like, it'll be giving you increased damage, which is really, really nice, but that's only if you're running a physical DPS in that first slot, or you're running a physical DPS on the team. Second best in slot, in my opinion, though, guys, is going to be a 2-piece Broken Keel. Now, 2-piece Broken Keel is good because, first of all, you build some into effect res, which, I mean, I guess you really don't need too much of, but really, guys, the reason you're running this set is for the increased crit damage you're giving for the rest of the team, and you're increasing the crit damage on top of the increase of crit damage you're already getting, so I find this set to be super, super good and super, super viable for her. But that's really all that I have to recommend as far as planar sets go. I mean, you could run a 2-piece Vonnewack here, but she already does have action advance in her kit already, so I mean, do you really need that? I don't think so. I really don't think so. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the best in slot main and subsets you can be running on her, starting off with the main sets first. On the boost, guys, you want to be running attack percentage. Speed does not matter all too much on her because she's in her concerto state most of the time anyways. That means she's really not in the field to even need her speed. Now, on the body is going to be attack percentage as well, because you want to be feeding as much attack as possible into her. On the rope is going to be attack percentage or physical damage increase. I do recommend attack percentage here, especially if you're trying to reach that 4,000 threshold like I mentioned before. And then finally, on the orb is going to be energy regen rate, so you're getting her energy back up that much faster, and you're able to proc her ult up as soon as you can whenever she comes out of her concerto state. These are the best main sets I recommend. Now let's go ahead and talk about those best in slot subsets and recommended sets. For the number one subset you should be aiming for, attack percentage, guys. You want at least 4,000 attack on her before she enters battle, because this will be giving you the majority of your buff uptime for your attack percentage you're giving the rest of the team. So overall, definitely do recommend reaching at least 4,000 attack here. For number two here, guys, is going to be speed. You want at least 121 speed here. This is to ensure that she action advances herself to the front, so you're giving a buff to the whole team. Now, if you have anyone on the team that is over 160 speed, then you need a little bit more speed than this, but 121 speed is going to be my bare minimum I recommend for her. And then finally, for the other stats, you're just running anything defensive, anything to make her survive longer. That is going to be key to just having a great clean playthrough. You don't want her to die during battle, so run some defensive stats here so she just doesn't die. Anyways, guys, that's really all that I have to mention today on her build. She's very simple, she's very easy to build, she's gonna be great for your account, and she just works in so many different situations. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, and maybe subscribe, and maybe leave a comment on if I did good, if I did bad, or maybe I'm just fucking copium, or my hair's fucked up. For some reason, people wanted to say my hair was fucked up one video. I mean, it was, but damn, fucking hurt my feelings. Anyways, guys, see you guys later, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye.